What's going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that like button right now. Subscribe to my channel if you are new and love great fire sports content. I do post a ton of great sports videos pretty much weekly and almost every single day if I can. Okay, getting right to it. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, my favorite basketball player in the world, just successfully had surgery on a ruptured Achilles. Okay, prayers up to Kevin Durant. As a basketball fan, you don't want anyone to get hurt, but it really hurts me deep down that KD's hurt. I mean, he's my favorite player in the world. I liked him ever since he was at Texas, okay? He's the reason why I'm a Warriors fan. I pretty much go wherever Kevin Durant goes as a fan, okay? But, you know, I just hate to see him go down like that, okay? But I want to talk about the injury a little bit, just things like that. So, people are wondering, oh, who's to blame? Is it the Warriors? You know, should Kevin Durant have came back? Things like that. So we're going to just talk about it. Okay, first of all, Kevin Durant coming back. Okay, I have a lot of respect for him. I really do. I had respect for him previously. I have even more respect for him now. The reason why I picked the Toronto Raptors to win this series, I'm still picking them. Okay, I'm still picking them. Kevin Durant's obviously not going to be there. I still think Raptors are going to win in 7 because Kevin Durant's not there. And I don't think the Warriors this year can win a championship without Kevin Durant because it's the Raptors squad. Okay, they're pretty good. What I want to say is that, okay, when he first injured himself versus the Houston Rockets, a lot of people thought he tore his Achilles. And while it may not have been an Achilles injury, I still think that he was not anywhere near close to 100% to play. Okay, I really don't believe that. Okay, honestly, the Warriors, if they were up 3-1, I don't think there's any way they bring him back. That's just the reality of the situation. You can call it what it is. I don't think the Warriors rush him back or clear him to play at least if they're up 3-1 or if they're, you know, up in the series. I just don't think that's the reality. They were down 3-1. And, you know, Kevin Durant, he was never really close to coming back. He did practice, okay? He practiced the day before he was cleared to, the day before he was cleared to play after being a game time decision. But it was reports that the practice did not go well. Well, no, it didn't go well. The guy has a, you know, whatever it was, a calf strain. It was not a calf strain. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, if it was a calf strain, it was a severely torn calf strain. Okay, I just think that the Warriors were not, you know, being very honest with us about how serious the injury actually was initially. And, you know, I was surprised. I did not think Kevin Durant would come back, but props to him. He came back. He's showing a lot of respect. He's getting a lot of respect from me, and I think from a lot of people who question, oh, is he going to come back? You know, does he have heart? Is he soft? Things like that. I think that today you have to applaud Kevin Durant because he did not need to return. You know, Kawhi Leonard a couple years ago, he could have returned, but he decided to say, hey, I'm not returning. But Kevin Durant came back and said, you know what? I'm going to put the team first. I want to win a championship. So he decided to come back, and I applaud him for that because he didn't have to do that. He risked his potential career because if he ruptured, he ruptured his Achilles. That's honestly dodging a bullet. I thought he tore his Achilles based on what happened last night after re-injuring that calf area. Okay, so again, he risked potentially the rest of his career because honestly, the only other guy that came back from a ruptured Achilles injury was Dominique Wilkins, close to 100%, close to where he was. Okay, so Kevin Durant, he has a ruptured Achilles. The ruptured Achilles takes about 6 months to recover from. It's not a torn Achilles. People thought it was a torn Achilles. That's usually about a year to come back. So Kevin Durant's going to come back. I think he's a great player. You know, I thought he's well on his way to being the best player in the league. If he captured another championship and another Finals MVP, I would give that title to him. That's obviously gone now. Still one of the top 3 players in the league, in my opinion. Props to him for trying to come back and rush his recovery. Okay, and you know he went down. Now, as far as Kevin Durant, you can blame the Warriors, you can blame Bob Meyer. I think they definitely have some blame in this because I don't think that he honestly should have been cleared to play. And maybe the team sometimes team doctors are wrong, okay? You never know. But ultimately, Kevin Durant decided, and look, when he was out there, he looked healthy. He was balling. I mean, I thought he was on his way to dropping at least 30 that night. But at the same time, I feel like some organizations would not have cleared him to play. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, it was ultimately Kevin Durant's decision. Kevin Durant wanted to do this. Kevin Durant ultimately could have been like Kawhi Leonard and said, you know what, screw it, I'm not risking myself. But he was the one that decided to go out there. So you really can't blame. It's pretty much blame all around if you want to blame people. There's no one really to blame. It's just the nature of sports, you know. He comes back from an injury a little bit too early, it looked like, and he just re-injured himself. I mean, but he wanted to be out there. Kevin Durant said, quote, I wanted to be out there for my teammates because they were down 3-1. I wanted to go out and compete. And Kevin Durant's a competitor. Kevin Durant loves basketball. So, you know, it was his own decision. He has to live with it. Personally, I wouldn't have played. That's just my personal opinion. That's just what I would have done because for me, okay, look, I'm not rushing myself back until I'm close to 100%. I don't think he was close to 100%. I understand it's a championship, but look at the things, guys. Potentially, if he tore his Achilles, that's pretty much a career ending. That may be potentially a career-altering injury. So, you know, I would have gathered up my time to get ready. You know, just recover as much as I can. I mean, Derrick Rose pretty much said Derrick Rose a long time ago was cleared to play a long time ago when he tore his ACL, but he said I'm not coming back till I'm 110%. People bashed him for it. Kawhi Leonard, you know, only played 9 games a year ago, but he pretty much said, you know, hey, I'm gonna stay back and wait till I'm fully healthy. So that's really the situation here. But Kevin Durant pretty much said, you know what, maybe if I get injured, it's okay. I'm gonna risk it. I'm in it for the championship. But you gotta respect the guy for going out there trying to compete, win a championship. Now, as far as his free agency goes, because he only ruptured his Achilles, there's reports I think 3 teams have offered him the max anyway, even due to the fact that, you know, he got injured. For me, Kevin Durant's out the door for the Warriors. I think, you know, just due to the fact that they did clear him, and, you know, they did kind of rush him back. You can't tell me they didn't rush him back, okay? Because there's been a lot of chatter, okay? Now, whether Kevin Durant baited into that, I mean, that's up to him. But they rushed him back. It's the reality of the situation. You know, and he was out the door anyway. You know, even if he did win a championship this year, I thought he was going to leave anyway. You know, and potentially, even if they win or lose this championship, I think he's going to leave. I don't know where he's going right now. If I were to bet money, I don't know. I'm making a video about where I think Kevin Durant personally should go. It's in the works. You know, I'll drop that in about several weeks or something like that. So, again, I don't think it'll really affect his free agency. It may affect who else comes with him, because people are going to wonder, oh, is Kevin Durant going to be 100%? You know, do I want to come with him now? And things like that. So, I don't think it really affects his free agency. I will say this. It does make Anthony Davis a lot more valuable, in my opinion, just because, you know, Anthony Davis is pretty much the second most coveted guy out there now, because considering the fact that Kyrie Irving might be hesitant. There's reports Kyrie Irving wants to play with Kevin Durant this offseason, potentially in Brooklyn, potentially in New York. It looks like it's going to be Brooklyn. I mean, Knicks fans, you really want that to happen? I mean, but hey, you know, it's whatever. You know, Kawhi Leonard, I think Kawhi Leonard, if he wins the championship, he's probably going to stay in Toronto. So, after that, I mean, Kyrie Irving, you know where he's going to go. So, pretty much the only person you don't really know where they're going to go is Anthony Davis, and he's not even a free agent. So I think that him getting traded to somewhere is going to be very key, okay? But basically, to break down what I said, Kevin Durant, I thought he came back way too early. He should not have played. That's just my opinion. You don't risk your potential career, but hey, you know, he went out and I think he's gained a lot more respect. You know, I think people cannot question his heart anymore. He did come back, try to win a championship for his guys. You know, that's what he wanted to do. That's ultimately his decision. He's going to live with it. I think Kevin Durant ultimately, when he looks back, is going to be happy on this decision that he tried to come back. You know, I think people realize his heart, you know, his determination to try to come back. Because let's be real, he really shouldn't have came back. I was surprised that he was coming back. I mean, I did not think he was going to play in these NBA Finals, but credit to him, he, you know, got his recovery time back. He rushed his way back in, and he looked pretty good when he was out there. It's just his body just ultimately did not respond. And let's be real, ultimately, when you're an athlete, people want to say, oh, you're cleared to play. Okay, understand that you may be cleared to play, but you ultimately have to listen to your body, in my opinion. Maybe Kevin Durant's body was saying, hey, you know, I'm good to go. Maybe his body was saying, you know, I feel good. Maybe it was just adrenaline. We don't know. But, you know, that's pretty much my thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Who's potentially to blame? Are the Warriors potentially to blame? Is Kevin Durant potentially to blame? You know, how do you feel about the situation? Prayers up to KD. I mean, I hope you get back healthy. I really, really love you as a basketball player. You know, you're my favorite player in the world. Wish you nothing but the best in free agency and your future. I know you're going to come back close to 100%. That's pretty much a wrap for this video. Be sure to like the video right now. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, I do post a ton of great sports videos pretty much almost every single day, giving y'all great, amazing content, and I'm Ghost.